From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner. Okay, right on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
ETN up the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He'll go down to consume one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy. For a nice pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Call it a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Browns at 500 hit 6-6. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Watson on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Deshaun Watson so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Again, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd on the game. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball was not through. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Well, this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now it's Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's punt for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give him 2 on the play there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll try the air now with Watson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Etienne once more. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st down, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Off the option, here's Etienne. Gets around him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now Lawrence. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion to bring up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Andre Cisco there on the stop. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. A bootleg on the move to his left. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. Those guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to get the lead up to 4. Hopkins' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Toss left side for ETN. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Second down and 8. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
A lot of people call a toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run again with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this will be recovered by the Browns. And caught out. The risk reward of the onside kick when when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was the big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get to stay put for a